Yeah. Hello, everybody. To Facebook Live. We're with Milos the Groot at Mad Specials, and we're catching up. Kind of, he's had a lot of business this week, and so he's hurrying up to get this ready for us. We appreciate it, Milos.
I'm used to deadlines. It's no problem.
There you go.
Working under pressure.
A real print shop.
Works the best for me. Well, hope you're all healthy and good. Today we're going to print a little print, 3-color, not too complicated, but I think it's going to be nice. Well, let's see what happens.
And it's a Valentine's Day theme.
Something.
Limited edition. So if you want to send Milos like 10 grand, you can get one. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
No problem.
I'm going to minimize Phil and myself, and so you have the whole screen. Just a second.
So yeah, of course, like always, I didn't prepare anything but the artwork and the screens. So we're gonna have to set it up. So we're first gonna have to mix some ink. We're gonna use like a couple of different inks. First of all, for Carla, the Black Light Clear from Union.
All right.
Perfect ink.
Shout out to Carla.
I'm gonna tint this with a little bit of red.
There you go. With love,
And underbase.
with love for Carla.
Don't need too much. Just a little of that perfect Epic Rio majestic magenta.
Ooh.
Sounds great. just a little bit, a gram.
Yeah, that was.
We needed it to tint, but we
Pre-weighed,
needed also
6%.
still to have some black light effect.
Can you hear us okay, Milos?
This is always exciting.
I don't think he does. I'm going to bring this up again. Can you hear us, Milos?
Yes, I can.
Okay, I'm going to go back out again. Here you go. How about now? You can still hear us? I don't know.
Today's print.
Can you still hear us, Milos?
I like burnt these screens
That's
a
a
half
no.
hour ago or something. They're just about dry now.
Well, we'll keep talking. Let him do his thing.
If you have any questions during my work, just ask.
I think we're losing our audio every time we get off the video. So
You can still hear me?
I can
Yeah,
hear you.
we're
Yes.
fine. Yeah.
You can't hear us.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think the.
Good morning,
doing this-
Angel. Good morning, Gustavo.
It's a black.
Doing this off the hoof just shows how little prep and how little complicated you can make it. People see these high density prints, things like this, and think it's a whole mystery and hours of preparation. There is in the screen, of course, but the actual setup is just like a normal job, just with a little bit of contact. I'm assuming we're doing high build, Milos, for a change.
Sorry?
Yeah.
I'm assuming we're doing a high density print.
I'm doing high density print on what?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm assuming we are doing high density.
Yes, of course. Every time.
Yes.
I got just the red. I made a high density screen. It's about I think 200 microns.
Right.
I made this like really quick today. I cleaned the screens, prep everything today.
He's a busy
Would you
man.
recommend multiple hits with a lower micron rather than try and do all at once in a 500 or 600 micron?
No, I have this special technique I use which of course I'm not going to tell you. But no, you can make it by multiple hits and drying in between. But that takes too much time for me anyway.
Fair point.
Hey, and just like always, whenever we get Milos on film, we have no idea what he's about to do. Sometimes we get a hint with a image, but we don't know what he's up to. So we just kind of get on and let him go.
So let's install. First thing, it's I see some slime here. A little bit underexposed. But a good amount of screen paint or spit.
Works every time.
It works like a charm.
There's a tip, folks. Get some of that stuff out. Sometimes if you can just hit the ink a good hard time, a hard squeegee, it'll clear out too.
I've seen some of your screens lately on social media. Was that a capillary film or direct? Because there was some really cool, very high, very sharp edges.
Yeah, it's direct emulsion.
Oh, really? You got some really sharp edges going on.
Yeah, it's yeah. You all have to. Yeah. Your burning times have to be correct.
Yes.
If you don't have a good burning time, you're gonna have a problem. But also with blowing them out, you have to be quick. You can't be slacking. You can't wait like 2 minutes to let it soak. You just have to keep spraying.
Right.
Always sure side, by the way. Never from the inside.
Makes sense. More words of wisdom, folks.
Yeah, it's a serious business.
I'm just playing, man.
I know. Well, why not enjoy it?
So Dan has a statement here, question. He goes, print, flash, can be very dependent on the thixotropy of the inks. Yeah. You need a high thixo ink to clear smoothly around the edges to have a clean image than building up on multiple layers. Milos, do you agree the ink needs to be a little thicker than everyday ink?
For clean edges, you have to be the release of your ink has to be perfect, especially around the edges, because you don't have as much pressure around the edges. So you have to really pre-coat, so the ink is completely covering the stencil, and then print it.
Yeah,
we call that flood. Yeah, pre-coat flood. You're putting it through. You're making the ink go through and past the mesh and holding into that stencil, and then you're printing very lightly. But you're right. Just going thicker doesn't always do it, because sometimes you go too thick, it's too sticky, and then you end up with those little ridges along the edge. It doesn't do you any good.
Yeah, well, the viscosity of the inks is like one of the most important things when printing high density. If it's too thick, you're gonna have problems printing. So
did you find that shirt on the floor, or is it supposed to be like that?
No, I had a bloody nose lately, so.
And he saved it for Valentine's Day. Isn't that nice?
Yeah. No, it's a shirt from San Stella. I think it's going out of production. They call it tie-dye.
Okay. I don't think we're catching all the design there. It looks pretty white here with little red spots, but
yeah.
We're just starting to see it a little bit better there.
That's good.
Yeah. That's that measuring device you always have is your hand.
Yeah, there you go.
And your fingers. So 2 fingers down or full hand down.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh, cool.
That's not bad from the first print off. That released pretty. What mesh count are you using, Milosh?
This is 43 European.
Like a 110?
Yeah, I think so.
Lance
That's a
mentions
good
that.
point. Good
Lance
point,
mentions that
Lance.
off contact and squeegee angle are also key when doing high density.
It's very important. You have to have like 70 short or up.
Bringing it in. He keeps doing layers and layers and layers. That's what I like about his shirts. Hey, and Phil's sporting one of the shirts that he did in one of our.
Yeah, earlier ones.
Yeah. It's got that
So
nice.
the next color is going to be black. Agent process.
Is it like a so it's a thin black? It's a.
No, I'm using a black with some additional cork base.
Oh, okay.
I just want to have a little bit of feel to it, a little bit of texture.
All right. Yeah, cork base great. A little sculpture base is also great to create texture. If you just put a small amount in, obviously through the oven, it'll rise straight to the heat, and you can create all sorts of textures like I don't know, tape or folded material or anything you can think of, a canvas. So you can just pick up these textures off the internet anywhere. You can do brick, you can do rock, you can do all sorts of textures and just put them inside your image area, and you'll be really surprised at how well this works.
Yeah, and we say it every time. Using it in combination is real neat because nobody can. Whatever you create will be unique to your print shop with a unique look, unique texture, and that's really cool for you to keep the business and the development you've done yourself. It's not just straight off the shelf one pot. Of course, you can have that, but it's more interesting to blend them and make something completely unique.
Alan Howell says hello. Yeah, we're doing this early so we can catch your show, Alan.
Alan.
That was my idea, Alan.
I heard of that guy. So there we go.
Oh, nice. Let's get really close to that after you print it.
That's a little.
Yeah, to Lance's comment there, the cork base will have a little bit of blowing agent where the sculpture base does not. So that's where you get the hard straight edges, but the cork will blow ever so slightly. Not like a suede, not that much, but I quite like cork base. That's one of the ones that releases real easy out of the mesh.
It kind of creates a surface too. It's kind of almost a rubbery surface, but it still hands. It's really cool.
But
you can actually push on it, and it's spongy like a
That's
cork.
Right.
These are always fun. Another screen.
So is this going to be? Is this for your wife, Milosh? Are you going to give this to your wife? The shirt.
To my wife?
Yeah. You remember her?
Yeah, I think so, vaguely. I haven't seen her all week, I guess.
Yeah, if she comes to the shop, he'll see her.
Yeah, there you go.
Milos has a first love. So Milos is famous for doing all these combinations. I think your next combination, you're going to use the, is this the black light clear now? Next for union?
Now, next color will be, of course, a red. And I put some nude puff in it. I think that's going to be nice.
Yeah.
It's going to stick, have the heart stick out. I'm printing it to a 27 European, of course.
Nice.
Okay, cool.
But
I
you
see
just
where
keep,
you're going.
you just keep building it. You just continually building the profile.
I have some pre-mix here.
Nice. Always ready.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm always ready.
James has a good point. He said, when test printing high density on an automatic, we would often print flash print and alternate colors to inspect the height in which we were achieving. It was like counting the rings on a stump of a tree. So
All
yeah,
right.
you know, so Milos is doing a lot of overprints here, and this is exactly right. So if you have something really finite like lettering, and say you're doing Avient, that logo right there, you might have that blue down first in a high density screen, and then on top of it you have our green or our gray, and then the third screen would be shown. Each time you're deleting the color that's what it says on top of. So you're basically building like a little stepping stones of layers. So you have blue down here, and then maybe one of our green colors or our yellow or something here, and then our gray on top. And so each time you're creating more build for the last color.
This is going to be exciting. As you can see, Mark, I got some parts that has another underbase, but I also have here where it's clear.
Gotcha.
This is going to change. Okay. This is going to change the texture because here it will be a lot smoother than here. That's the idea anyway.
Right. Yeah. So let's see. With puff directed garment is going to blow more than puff on top of an underbase. So you're going to have like more of a expansion of the heart, and then you'll have more of a smooth surface on top of the wings.
Oh, it looks nice, actually.
Yeah, very nice. You sound surprised.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Well, yeah, actually I am.
He's always
surprised just because I can.
Yeah.
I have plenty of ink.
Hey, Phil, he's asking for more ink.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure. Use a finer mesh count.
Okay. Yeah, start a new trend.
It's okay.
All right. It's okay. We're going to see what happens.
I might gonna put some little bit more puff in it. Let's see what happens when it comes out of the tunnel.
All right. So obviously you want to make sure your oven is set correctly. So when you're putting so many layers on, the heat is getting through all the layers to the shirt. We need to hit the temperatures recommended by each of the bases. So it's the highest temperature of any of the components you're putting in. So you put even if you put a low cure base and then you mix it with a puff that requires 300 or 320, you want to hit it through 320. So you make sure you're hitting that puffing height as it goes through the oven.
James makes a good point.
Yeah, let me get that up there. So on the automatic, it's a good idea to change your off contact settings for each subsequent screen to create. Basically, you're printing on a new palette as you're going around. And you have a cool between, obviously.
This is exciting.
Here we go. This is looking good.
I think so.
Yeah.
Not too shabby.
Yeah, now you can print like 10 of those, go sell them in town, and
Yeah, tonight I will sell them.
yeah.
I'll get my black light out. One moment.
I think that logo will sell it.
Yeah. Hey, as soon as we hang up, he's gonna tape that off and go sell those.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. That looks great. You can see the layers even on camera. I'm gonna hide us for a second so you can get closer.
Oh, that's cool.
Look at that.
That's okay.
Yes.
Oh,
So Dan just mentioned that he found on high density that if you're able to get a faster stroke, ends up making a smoother surface. It's really nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's okay. It's not too bad. But
Yeah, you got to do whatever you can. Obviously you want to get the ink down, obviously.
yeah. It looks okay.
Oh, it's pretty cool, Milosh.
Mark says squeegee durometer, pressure, and speed are the three most important factors when printing HD. We definitely agree with that.
Yeah, Mark's correct.
And then Lance, maintain your flash time and heat to control loft before the dryer. So yeah, so you want to make sure that you're getting the loft you need in the finished product. So, you don't want to overdo your flashing. And you definitely don't want to overdo your cure, because you definitely can have it flatten like a cake. When coming out, it comes out looking like the surface of the moon. It's all cratered and everything. So, well, that was fantastic, man. Thank you for showing us another great print, Milo. We always appreciate it.
The pleasure was all mine. Time spent was a little bit short, but yeah, it's all my fault, of course, because I wait till the end because I like working with pressure.
Hey, we appreciate it. No,
Well, cheers, Milosh. But again,
no pressure, no pressure on me and Phil. Thanks.
there you go. Like I said at the very beginning, it demonstrates just how quick you can turn a sample out like that. But of course, the screen work, that was preparing the screen and prepping everything, screen tension, the right emulsion, the right exposure, and the right washout. You can't rush the washout. That's where the time's taken, obviously.
And then
You've only had 3 weeks to prepare.
For emulsion, use an emulsion with really high solids. That's important.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
High solid and fast exposure.
Yeah. It's took about under 1 minute to expose.
Oh, nice.
That's fast.
But it's longer to wash it out than it is expose it, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Just got to take your time. Got to be patient. And then once you get on press, you got to have the know-how, of course, but you definitely want to be, fearless. I would say everybody out there, just don't worry about it. You're not going to kill the screen. Try a bunch of different things, mix different bases together, and enjoy it. Have a fun time. Put aside an hour and a half sometime during your week just to play with these inks. They're fantastic.
No, you have to play with the inks to understand what they're doing, and then combine inks and see what happens. It's all about testing. When you're such a freak like me about printing, I would go into the shop at three in the night just because I have an idea.
All right.
You've got the same work ethic I have there, Milosh.
Sorry?
You've got the same work ethic I have.
You're coming in at 3. Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate it, Milos. I guess we'll have you back on again in the near future, we hope. And
of course, sure, always.
Thank you, Phil, for coming on. Appreciate it. Always
You
fun.
enjoy your love bubbles.
Okay. We'll see you.
All right. Take care. Bye bye.
Thanks, guys.